Okay, thanks for the introduction, and thanks for the invitation from Hack VC. I'm Rock, the Chief Community Officer from Axiomesh. So today I want to introduce our blockchain Axiomesh, a modularized blockchain built for mass commercial adoption. So let's get started. So before we dive deep into our blockchain, I want to introduce some background at first. So I'd like to do a comparison between Web 2 and Web 3. I did a quick Google search on the top 100 stocks from NASDAQ and compared to the current state of Web 3. So that's the data. Okay. Let's get started from the market capitalization. According to the data from CoinMarketCap, it said that the total value of cryptocurrencies is at about $2.49 trillion. That's a huge number, right? But I mean, compared to the total value from top 100 stocks of NASDAQ, it's $38 trillion. It's about 15 times that of a crypto. Even now, we're at bull market, right? And as for the user basis, according to a report from AAA, the entire market of crypto has only 220 million users. It's roughly 4% of global population, but a platform, say Meta, has over 2 billion users. So according to all the data I collected, I draw a conclusion that crypto still remains quite niche, right? So to really spark the explosive growth and to become the really next generation of internet, so Web3 or crypto should be more relevant to our daily life from food, clothing, housing, and transportation. Extending its reach beyond finance to the industries like manufacturing and energy. Okay, as we gear up for the mass commercial adoption of blockchain technology, we need to tackle a few sticky points. Okay, let's get started from high barrier. Let's see user access. It's a bit of obstacle courses. There's time to get your head around. Downloading the wallet and memorizing all the mnemonic phrases, figuring out all those totally cryptic private keys and keep it all under lock and the key. So it sounds like every step is a roadblock to getting folks in the door. And the second, privacy, the lack thereof. So we are living in a glass bottle, right? Every step you make, every transaction is on the display for the whole world to see. People can pick at your balance, snoop on your monetary moves. So let's face it, it's a no-go for business. Okay, the third one is performance limitation. There's an elephant in the room, performance. So let's face it, if we compare the speed of Bitcoin or Ethereum to the speed of Visa, it's like racing a bicycle to a sports car. I mean, please don't get me wrong. Ethereum and Bitcoin have their own charm, but they are not designed for speed. So we have to turbocharge the tech. Okay, I will go through our production Axiomesh. So what is Axiomesh and who we are? That's two key questions, right? So Axiomesh is a blockchain, modular blockchain built for mass commercial adoption. And we engineered to surmount all the obstacles I've claimed earlier. The heart of our operations is furnished with a cumulative 30 years of expertise in fintech and augmented with a vast network spanned by governmental bodies and top-tier international investments. Okay, here's our design principle. The first one is usability. That means we must have the lower entry barriers for users and developers. The second one is composability. That means the existing applications should be rapidly and seamlessly to integrate and migrate to our blockchain. The third one is privacy. We have to protect the confidential information of the business and the personal. And the fourth one is scalability, or in other words, performance. We must have the extremely high performance that to support the business applications. And the last one, sustainability, requires the ability to sustain the long-term development. Okay, let me introduce our first key feature, a native smart account. So smart account is one of the initiatives that lower the entry barriers. So the existing smart accounts projects are implemented by smart contracts and external components, which lead to the low execution efficiency, high gas fees, and the lack of the supporting for cryptographic algorithms. We Axiomesh natively implement the smart account that can guarantee high execution efficiency and more flexible on supporting the cryptographic algorithms. Let's say ZK-friendly algorithms. Okay, and sorry. Oh, okay. And then we can directly provide some practical capabilities, such as gas fee payments on behalf of users, Web2 comfortable login, or as well as the biological recognition login and the social media recovery, thus lowering the entry barriers for users. Okay, the next one is the protection of privacy. So the lack of privacy protection is one of the key factors that hinder users, especially enterprise users, from building business applications on the blockchain. So to address this problem, Axiomesh provides the following solutions. First, we use the cutting-edge zero-knowledge proof and homomorphic encryption to protect the user assets and identity privacy. Second, we design a protocol called a twin token protocol, which is composable to all of the main ERC20 tokens. And the third one is the design of now read-only view key that based on the multi-party computation that stores secret shards in the operating nodes that for the future compliance check, achieving the balance of privacy and compliance. And the last one is TIMC, the Trusted Intermodification communication protocol. So as I mentioned earlier, that performance is extremely high demand for business applications, right? So roll-up has been proven to be a really low cost and the secure method to scale the blockchain up. But it brings another question, the liquidity fragmentation, right? To address this, let me cite an example. So if I want to sell my Optimism asset and buy another asset on Arbitrum, what shall I do? Firstly, log into Optimism and sell my asset, and then withdraw my fund to the Ethereum, which usually takes a week long, and then deposit the fund to the Arbitrum, and finally finish the purchase. It's a quite time-consuming process, right? And managing all the assets across different addresses is quite complex. So we have the TIMC protocol. We have the shared interoperation layer and shared token registration layer. Okay, and all the tokens in our ecosystem have the same address. Let me record our three key features. The first one is smart accounts natively implemented by our blockchain, which lower the user entry barrier. The second one is privacy protection, which balancing the compliance and privacy. And the last one is TIMC, which provides the unified liquidation. Okay, here's our big picture. Down the road will be a giant tech that popping up 100 trillion worth bucks on our chain and a billion users. Okay, here's our roadmap. We have some nifty developments already and the 3 test nets running right now. And the fresh news, our latest testnet, Germany, has just made a big debut last Sunday. So please give it a shot. And our memo is outside the gate. So that's all. Thanks for all you guys.